D, wait for it, light bulb.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds, and welcome to my week in review, where I come to you every Sunday with 3 entertainment stories that I personally find interesting, and then we go ahead and discuss it down below. You can also find the articles that I read to do this video and read them for yourself and make your own judgments. Now, I have to say this will be my last week in review video of this year, 2019, but we'll continue back up in 2020. Next week will be my annual year in review. So why don't we just go ahead and dive right in. So for my first story, they've given The Flash a release date, which is July 1st, 2022, and Disney has an event movie planned for the week after, which they don't know what movie it's gonna be. And then Illumination Entertainment has an animated movie released on that same day of July 1st. Now, I personally wouldn't make this mistake. I look forward to Warner Brothers changing my opinion, but Ezra Miller has done nothing with this role, and I mean, the kid can't even run correctly. I mean, from what I can read online, is that they had to go back and digitally replace his legs in post, and that was the best they could do in that movie. So I don't think Ezra Miller takes this part very seriously, and but I do think personally he takes himself as a person seriously, but I don't think that he takes playing the Flash very seriously, and I don't think Ezra Miller really wants to do right by this character. And so it's just, and also Andy Muschietti is also ridiculous because I think he showed horrible judgment when it came to It Chapter 2, with a serious depreciation at the box office as a result. And I just don't trust either one of them. I mean, I think it's absolutely ridiculous that Warner Brothers would continue with this movie as is. I mean, again, I would love to be surprised, and that's what everybody always says when it comes to DC movies, because nobody expects his leisure to be amazing. But this that's not gonna work every time. So I just hope that it works out, and I hope that it gets the Wonder Woman and Aquaman treatment and gets like a lighter tone, and that I think it's just weird that they're going so much darker with his character, and I think that both those people, I just question their judgment, and I think that they're a wrong fit with this character and the product, and I think it's just a disaster waiting to happen. So that's my first story. So for my second story, get ready for some most excellent news. As you probably already know, the Bill and Ted franchise is returning for a third film in 2020 with original stars Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves, so reprising their beloved roles as William S. Preston Esquire and Ted Theodore Logan III in Bill and Ted Face the Music. Now, it has been on everybody's radar for quite some time. I know it's been on mine. And now that production has ended, we're finally on the verge of seeing what's in store for the duo's comeback. Now, the film doesn't arrive in theaters until August, but the first photos from the new Bill and Ted are now available, giving fans a glimpse at what's to come. Now, on Tuesday morning, Entertainment Weekly unveiled the first look at Bill and Ted Face the Music in the form of 3 all-new photos. Now, these images give us first glimpse at Winter and Reeves, and with the return of William Sadler's death. Now, oh my God, I love Death in those movies. Or in the second movie, he was so good. And also the introduction of 3 new characters played by Samara Weaving, Bridget Lundy Payne, and Kid Cudi. Now, the first of the photos, which you can see, puts Bill and Ted back in their phone booth and looking as though something dangerous is on the way. Now, Weaving plays Bill's daughter, Thea, while Lundy Payne takes on the role of Billy, Ted's daughter. Now, they're joined in a photo by Kid Cudi, who actually plays a version of himself in the movie. He plays Kid Cudi, said director Dean Parsot. I think that's how you say his name. And then he also said he gets mysteriously thrown around through various times because all time and space is coming unhinged. And then fans have been So fans have been especially excited to see Sadler's death. I know I am. And then he's coming back to the new film. And things haven't been exactly going as planned between him and the titular duo since events of Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. Now, Death was in the band in the second film, and then Parsat explained things didn't go all that well, but I'll leave it at that. And they were told when they were teenagers that they were going to save reality, and they've been working on it the whole time. And co-writer Chris Matheson said, now an emissary from the future comes and says, you've got to do it right now. We've got literally 80 minutes or all of reality will come to an end. And I think this just sounds great. If you're like me and you're just a huge Bill and Ted fan, and I love those movies, they're so good, then you can't wait for this movie. I know I can't wait for this movie. It just sounds great. It's gonna be great. It's got Keanu Reeves. I mean, like, as soon as you say Keanu Reeves, I'm like, sign me up. You know what I'm saying? So that's my second story. So for my third story, Netflix is going all in on He-Man. Now, the streaming service announced that it is teaming with Mattel for a He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, a new CG animated series. Now, this is in addition to the 2D animated Masters of the Universe, Revelation, being developed by Kevin Smith. Yay! Now... excuse me, as a continuation of the original Masters of the Universe television series. That's what Kevin Smith is doing. He's doing a continuation. And so the synopsis for the this new series reads, on the planet Eternia, a young lost prince discovers the powers of Greyskull and transforms into He-Man, Master of the Universe. The classic battle between He-Man and evil Skeletor rages to new heights as both hero and villain forge new and mighty teams. A new generation of heroes are fighting for the fate of us all. In the end, who will become Master of the Universe? Now, this new series is all part of a major push by Mattel to realize the Masters of the Universe series. Now, in the fall of 2020, Mattel will also release a new Masters of the Universe comic book series from DC Comics, a new toy line based on the original from the 1980s, and there is still plans for a Masters of the Universe movie reboot, and there are rumors that Sony Pictures, which is producing the film, may sell it to Netflix. With now 3 Masters of the Universe franchise series on the streaming service. Now, I have to say, I'm excited about this. I love He-Man. I mean, even the old 80s, they're kind of corny, kind of like Thundercats was. Like, some of the stuff is just super corny, but at the same time, I still love it. It's so good. I just love animation, and I love that old style of cartooning. And, of course, the 3D CGI ones, I'll totally watch that and everything. And, of course, I'll watch Kevin Smith's He-Man, because I love Kevin Smith, and I think he's very talented, so I think that he'll do justice to it, because he is a fan of He-Man, so I think when you're a fan, you just you have like Kevin Feige. He's a fan of Marvel Comics, so I think that he's doing a good job because he knows what he wants to see / what other people want to see on screen. So that's my third story of the day. Why don't you guys go ahead and tell me your comments? How do you feel about the release date for The Flash being July 1st of 2022, and how do you feel about that movie coming out? How do you feel about these new photos from Bill and Ted's 3 movie? How do you feel about this new He-Man Masters of the Universe TV show coming to Netflix? Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. I want mine. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And like I said, this is my last week in review of 2019, so I will see you guys on my next week in review in 2020. You guys have a good rest of your year. Bye. Hey nerds, if you like this video, go ahead and click that Geek What icon and subscribe. And if you like this video, go ahead and join me every Sunday with my week in review.